Reason to quit. When did I know it was time to change companies? During my 5th year at Walgreens, a floater had a non-fatal heart attack in the store. After the ambulance left, the manager walks back and asked if anyone clocked him out. My friend and staff got robbed at gunpoint as a couple guys hopped the counter and tried to steal promethazine with codeine. They took off with 2 bottles of Carafate. DM asked if they were okay, then told them to finish their shift. When I was a new pharmacist, the pharmacy manager was probably late 60s. He hated his job and was miserable. He finally retired and then he died less than 2 weeks later. I decided that day to get out of pharmacy. I started my MBA 6 weeks later. I was not going to be miserable the rest of my working days. I had a miscarriage. At work, retail pharmacy. In case anyone isn't aware what happens during a miscarriage, you have contractions and bleeding. When I asked my boss to close so I could leave and seek medical attention, I was told I have a duty to my patients. Yep. That happened. Saturday. Bleeding. Hunched over. Barely able to walk. There because the almighty dollar was more important than my life and well-being. I'm sorry this happened to you. I had a miscarriage at work, too. I was a tech at the time and didn't stand up for myself. It was half my shift of hunching over the counter, bathroom trips, and crying before they let me leave. In hindsight, I should have walked out. By the time I left, I couldn't even drive safely, and I sat on the freeway shoulder for an hour waiting for my boyfriend to make it to me. I had a hell of a commute. I will never, ever allow something like this to happen to me ever again. Don't do this to yourself, people. Take care of your health. I had chest pain at work one time, due to stress, and called out the next day. The store manager was actually a decent human being and called my cell to check on me. That store was full of great people. Not a coincidence that everyone I knew there no longer works for WAGs, including myself.